right, so now for number 6. So the table shows the distance y a roadrunner can travel in feet x seconds. Based on the information in the table, which equation can be used to model the relationship between x and y? Okay, so what they want us to figure out is our equation. So remember, we find our pattern. So we are adding 10 to the left. And then on the right side, we're going to subtract the 2 to see how much we are adding by. Okay, so then we'll take our y over x, which is 630 over 10, which is 63. So to our equation, we've got y equals 63x. So that means we can mark off A and B. And the last part is, are we going to add 315 or is it going to be blank? And so remember, we pick one of our x values. So let's just pick 10. So we'll do 10 times 63, which is 630. And what I do from 630 to 630, or 630 to 630, nothing. So it's going to be C. Okay. So number 7, which table contains values that satisfy the equation y equals 0.5x plus 12? Okay. So one thing we can look at is the plus 12. Since there is 0 for all the tables, when x is 0, the y will be what goes at the end. And so all of these say 12, but B, it says 0, 0. Okay, so the next part is finding if it's going to be a half. Okay, so do that. Remember, we find the pattern. So we are adding by 5s. And in this one, we're adding 2.5. So we're going to do 2.5 over 5. And I'm just going to stop here to see if there's another one that will equal that. Or will equal something a little bit easier we can do. Okay, so from 0 to 5, it's 5. Oh, sorry, B's already gone. Okay, so over here we've got 0 to 5 is plus 5 all the way down. Then this side we are adding 12. So again, y over x, so 12 over 5. And will that give us a half? And again, as also fractions, a half. So 1 over 2. That's not going to give us 1 over 2, so it's not going to be C. So then let's look at D. So we've got plus 5 plus 2.5. Okay, these are the exact same. So that means the pattern's not the same going down. So you can see we have 12, 14.5, 17. And then right here, this is different. So we need to see which one is going to be right. So this one is 2.5. This one is 3.5. So D is going to be wrong. So remember, it's got to be the same all the way down. And so our answer is going to be A. And 2.5 over 5 is 0.5. So we really don't actually have to do any work to find the 0.5. Okay, so let's look at number 8. So the circle graph shows Mike's activities during 24 hours. How much more time did Max spend sleeping than listening to music? So sleeping is 35%. Listening to music is 12%. So let's find out how much more this is. So 35 minus 12 is 23%. That's not an answer, so we're looking for hours. So again, when we see a percent, what do? Change it to a decimal and then multiply. But what are we going to multiply by? 24 hours. That's what they give us. Okay, so 3 times 4 is 12. Carry our 1. 3 times 2 is 6. Plus 1 is 7. Add a 0. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 2 is 4. Then we'll add. Move our decimal over 2 times. So we get 5.52, which is D. Okay, on 9, Ray has a loan of $3,450. This loan has a simple interest rate of 4% per year. What is the amount of interest Ray will that Ray will be charged on this loan at the end of 1 year. So this is our I equals PRT for simple interest. So our principal is $3,450. Our rate is as a decimal 0.04, and then our T is our 1 year for 1. So 350 times 3,450 times 1 is 3,450. And then we're going to times that by our 0.04. 4 times 0 is 0. 5 times 4 is 20. Carry our 2. 4 times 4 is 16 plus 2 is 18. Carry our 1. 4 times 3 is 12 plus 1 is 13. Move our decimal over 2 times, so we get 138, which is B. Okay, and then for number 10, the grades for a recent test for Mrs. Kelly's class and Mrs. Jackson's class are shown in the dot plot. Here are 4 statements about the grades in each of these 2 classes. Which of these statements appears to be true? Okay, so 1 are the data, both data sets are symmetrical. Okay, Mrs. Kelly's class is symmetrical, but Ms. Jackson's class is not. So 1 is wrong. Okay, so that means it can't be A or B because they both have 1. Okay, so if we look at our answer choices, they both have 2. So we know 2 has to be right, so let's not worry about finding it. So we're looking for, is 3 right or is 4 right? So for 3, the mode of Mrs. Jackson's test grades and Mrs. Kelly's are the same. So mode is the most. The mode for Mrs. Kelly is 70. It's got the most dots. The mode for Mrs. Jackson's is 75. Those are not the same. So 3 is wrong. So that means 4 is also right. So that's going to be C. All right, so our next video is going to have 11 through 15.